First thing I will guide you on how to key in will be the purchase data, on which will be the purchase documents. I will guide you on how to key in for the purchases, and then I will cover on how to key in for supplier payments. So how to key in this system whenever you make a supplier payment. And third, I will cover on how to key in for sales, how to generate sales invoices and sales documents. And then I'll also guide on how to key in when you receive payments from customers. Alright, so right now I will start with purchases first. So the system has 4 major purchase documents. Purchase request, which is an internal document seeking for internal in the departmental approval first, and then once the purchase request is confirmed, we can transfer to purchase order. And then we will move on forward to goods received and purchase invoices. So in SQL here, you may skip the first 3 documents and just key in purchase invoices, because only purchase invoices will be regarded as the purchase cost. Okay, so let's say if you key into goods received, you must transfer to purchase invoice. Because once you have key into goods received, the system will add up your stock quantity. So in this case, you must transfer to purchase invoice, because if you did not transfer instead, you created a new purchase invoice. Purchase invoice will also add up your stock quantity. Because some users, they might not use receive, they will just key in purchase invoices. So in this case, if you create a new purchase invoices for the same purchase, after you have created the goods received, the system will double up your stock, which will no longer be accurate. So whenever you have created a goods received, you must transfer to purchase invoice. So now I'll start from purchase request first. So, in order to create a new purchase request, we click New. So over here, we select the supplier name. Let's say it's a ABC company. Right next here, we have the request number. Whenever we save for the first time, the system will auto-generate the document number. So down here will be the document date. Agent will be the person in charge, name of the procurement staff name. Items, reference 1, an extra number for any additional information. So down here we have description. So if I suggest that you may enter a description for your internal reference, let's say this is purchase request for iPhone, so you may enter purchase request for iPhone. Down here you will select which item you are purchasing. Let's say you are requesting to purchase 10 units of iPhone 16 Pro Max. Quantity here, I enter 10 units. Unit price, let's say the unit price 1 will be 7,000. Then we key in 7,000. So meanwhile, let's see if you purchase other things. Let's say if you purchase charger, you may enter the iPhone charger here. Let's say if you purchase 30 units from the supplier. Let's say the unit price is 60, then we just leave it. But let's say this time is a slightly expensive 65. In this case, the unit price we just key in as 65. Alright, so sometimes there might be labor, or there might be services. In this case, you will also click Add to add a services. Let's say you have repair fee. Or let's say transportation sometimes they will charge you for. For example, another 500 for logistics. In this case, under the description here, if you do not wish to maintain these transportation charges as an item, you can straight away key in into description. Quantity I enter as 1, the price will be 500 for example. So once this document is done, you just click Save and that's it. So let's say once you have saved this purchase request, you want to generate it, or you want to view it in the form of PDF. We just click Preview. We select which format you wanted to use, let's say Request 1, the first format. So this will be the system's default purchase request form. Alright, so over here. So let's say if you want to WhatsApp this purchase request, or any document in SQL to the recipients, no matter he or she is the supplier or customer, you may click on this green color share icon. You click WhatsApp, PDF. Alright, so the system will regenerate a WhatsApp QR code. So you just need to use your mobile phone. Open the WhatsApp, click the upper right setting icon, and click Link Devices. And then you may just scan it with your WhatsApp. So once you have scanned successfully, the SQL accounts will be logged into your SQL web. So you may just select the recipient's contact and send this entire document to the recipient's post. So other than WhatsApp, if you would like to export this as a PDF, all right for cloud users and for desktop users, the way to export is slightly different. So I will cover for desktop user first. So, if let's say you are a SQL desktop user, non-cloud user, the way to export, you just need to click on this export. Export to PDF. You just select the location, let's say desktop. Purchase request 1 for example, and you just save it. So now you will open your desktop. And here's the purchase request you saved out. Alright, meanwhile for club users the way to save it is a little bit different. So over here I will use my company SQL account demo database to show you. So the method is actually exactly the same for any document. And this method is not only limited to purchase requests only, it also applies for payment vouchers or sales invoices. Alright, for example, for cloud users, you can see your account interface is similar to the offline version, just that you are viewing using your escrow account on a browser. Alright, so over here, if you would like to export this document as a PDF, you just click Export. Export to PDF. The location you need to select will be this PC. Scroll right under it to the bottom of it. And select SQL Drive on SQL Connect. Then you select the download folder. And then we save it. So once we click Save, the system will prompt you into a new window. A new PDF window. Over here if you would like to print it out, then you just click the print icon to print it. If you would like to save it, download it to any location, you just click Download. Select the location as usual and just save it. So now you may open your desktop. And here will be your document you save out from the SQL Cloud. Alright, so that's how we export document for cloud users and non-cloud SQL users. Alright, so let's say for example, this purchase request has been confirmed. So we can proceed to purchase order. So we just need to right-click the header and transfer to purchase order. Of course, you can also transfer it to purchase invoice or any document you wanted. So over here, I just transfer to purchase order. And here will be the purchase order. So it wants to confirm everything is correct. Usually, the details here all will be carried forward. So if let's say all the details are correct, is confirmed, you just save it. Once you have saved it, you will preview it. Select the purchase order format you wanted. And you may repeat the same step to export or WhatsApp this purchase order to your supplier. Alright, so let's say once this purchase order is confirmed, the goods has arrived. We may right-click, transfer to goods received. So here will be the goods received. So usually, I'll suggest the goods received document number. We follow the document number of your supplier's DO. Let's say your supplier DO is 1234. I suggest that before we key in the goods receipt, here we follow back the supplier's document number. So in case if there's anything, at least you still know which physical document to refer back to. So we just save it. And here's your goods received. So once you have key in, once you have saved your grocery save, all this stock you put up will stock up on your inventory. So right now you may right-click, transfer to purchase invoice, which is the last step of the purchase flow. So when it comes to purchase invoice, for this purchase invoice, I also suggest that you enter your supplier invoice number. So let's say your supplier invoice number is IV001. So over here, maybe we just enter as IV001. We use back your supplier's invoice number, so it will be easier for you to refer back to the original document. So once done, you can just click Save. And that's all for the purchase invoice. So one is done. So now I'll close it. Alright, so that's a flow for normal purchases. Alright, but let's say, here I will bring a few more examples for different industry, for different possible scenarios. So let's say you are a construction company, for example. For construction companies, most of the time, If let's say there will be project-based, so for project-based, the special thing about project-based, which is, you might want to link all purchase costs and all sales into one project, which means you wanted to build an independent P&L reporting on your project. So if this is the case, you may follow my following steps. So if let's say today, you are a construction company, or any company, you are on a project base. So the first thing you need to do will be, we need to come to Tools here. Maintain project here. We need to create your existing project first. Let's say now I have a project named as Project ABC. I just create new. Code will be Project ABC. Let's say the description as well. For the project value and cost, these two are for reference only. They are optional. So once I've created the project code and description, I'll just save it. So once I've saved it, now whenever I create my document, let's say I start from the trace order first. For example, I'm a construction company. I wanted to buy building materials. So I just click New. Select which supplier I'm buying from. Description may be entered as purchase order for construction material. That's for example. So after that, if let's say, when it comes to a project basis, more here at the left-hand side here, there's this document project. This project here is known as the document project. So document project will appear on valuation sheet. So over on this project here, you must select the project name. Besides, from this document project, you will come under item project here. We click on this column chooser. This more left-hand side thing, we call it the column chooser. We call out the project column. So here we will do item project. For item project, we must also assign it to the correct item project. So for this item code here, so we will select which item we are buying. Alright, so item project will appear on P&L. So if you want your project to be able to view on balance sheet and profit and loss, we must select these two project options. So let's say you are buying construction material. On this construction materials, you do not wish to maintain as an item. So you may just key in over here, let's say construction. Like sand, maybe, for example. So let's say you purchase 10 tons. Alright, just an example, 1 ton is, let's say, 4,000. So meanwhile, you also purchase 4 bricks to purchase for another 10 pens. So let's say 1 pen will be 6,000. So once you have keyed all the costs, all the purchase, all the items here, you can click Save to copy it in. Let's say once this purchase order is confirmed, you can right-click and transfer to purchase invoice to finalize it. So once you have transferred the purchase invoice, the project will be carried forward as well. So basically, you just need to select these two projects. When you are creating the first invoice, so when I preview on this item project here, you can see that the system will also remain this, or we will also bring back this project, this item project from the previous document. So once it's done, we just click Save. And that's it. Alright, so other than project, if let's say you are in accounting for providing services, for example, if, let's say, it depends on whether you have purchases or not, or if let's say your purchases you are on a construction company, or you are on, for example, your industry might be F&B or some special industry. If let's say if you do not buy goods but you buy services, you can also use purchase to maintain, to key in. Let's say, for example, one of my suppliers provide any transportation service. I can open purchase invoice. Click New. Alright, so let's say now I have a new supplier. I want to create a new supplier profile. You can just click Supplier here and click New. This is a shortcut. So let's say this is a logistic company. Let's say this is known as ABC Logistic. We save it, and we come back to purchase invoice here. We select the newly created supplier. So let's say they are charging me for transportation, or 1,000, for example. So this is another way on how to create a simple purchase invoice. So once this is done, you can click Save. And that's it. Alright, so now I've covered the most part of the purchases. So now, I'll cover the supplier. I'll cover the supplier payment. So let's say now you have made payments, so we can come to supplier here. We just come to supplier payment. Whenever you have made a payment, you click new. So let's say you are paying to ABC company. You select the payment method. Let's say you are paying by Maybank. Here's the paid amount. Let's say you are paying 100,000. So you just click 100,000. And then you need to select which invoice to, which purchase to knock off. So you need to tell the system which invoice you are, which purchases this 100,000 is paying for. Let's say this 100,000 is paying for Pi-00001. So you just knock it off. Downstanding is 0, means it has been cleared. So now, click Save. And that's it. Alright, so this is how you key in a supplier payment. Thank you.